Hello and welcome to the Sharjah International Cricket Stadium, the host ground for the 7 District Presents Emirates D10 2025 powered by Fancode, the UAE's premier domestic short form tournament. It's match number 12. It's been a long day. We've had 3 matches already. 4th match of the day is going to be Abu Dhabi taking on Emirates Red. Lots to play for. Implications on the points table because the results in the last few games have suggested that this could be anyone's tournament so far. It's been such a tournament, full of action, full of excitement and full of thrills and spills. So this is the game coming up, Abu Dhabi versus Emirates Reds. Let's head down to the centre to Mudassir Ali and find out what happened at the toss.
It's toss time, match number 12, Abu Dhabi taking on Emirates Reds. The captains are next to me, Rohan Mustafa leading Abu Dhabi. Next to him is the young Mohammad Shadad leading Emirates Reds. And most importantly, looking dashing is Mr. Iftikhar Ali, our match referee. Rohan Mustafa will flip the coin and Shadad will call. Head is the call and head it is. Shadad, you have won the toss. What have you decided and why?
Yeah, we'll bowl first. We like to chase, so yeah, we'll bowl first for sure.
Momentum on your side. Any special message to the young boys because you are playing against mighty Abu Dhabi?
100% we're playing against a strong team, so no message. Our bowling has been going well. Hopefully we restrict them below 100 and our batting should come to the party and we chase it down.
And finally, what about team news?
One change, Farazdeen not available, so Faisal Patel comes in.
All the best and do well.
Thank you.
Rohan, your thoughts on batting first?
Again, batting first, T10, you have to play well. Even we batted first yesterday as well. We put a good total on the board and I think we will try level best to do same thing as yesterday. We played last match. So again, we have to be good in bowling while disciplined, while, defending our total. Other than that, we are happy with the team.
And we all know as a captain, you are known for trying out new things. So are there any area you want to correct in this game?
Yes, of course, we are not bowling properly. We are especially the fast bowler, how we give away runs on these kind of wicket, which is not easy to play. Wicket is slow, ball keeping low in the end. I think we have to improve the bowling. And once we improve, we have a good quality bowlers for T10. I think if you improve that, I believe we can do well.
Rightly said. And what about team news?
Yeah, Omer is back, Haider is back, and Itisham is in. Shehan is not playing, Zia is not playing, and Ethan is not playing.
Best of luck and give us a good game.
Thank you very much.
So the news from the sideline is that young Mohammad Shadad, the captain of Emirates Reds, have won the toss and he has decided to bowl first.
Loving the hat from Mudassir Ali. Nice bit of touch there. But that is the news from the centre. Then Emirates Reds, they've won the toss. They've elected to bowl first. They've won just one game in this tournament so far. Abu Dhabi after a loss to the Blues earlier on. Ali Abid at the top. Basil Hamid, Haider Ali, Haider Razak, Ibrahim, Ibrar Ahmed, Ehtishamul Haq, Hushain Roberts, Muhammad Nadeem, Rohan Mustafa the skipper, the slinger Siam Khan, and of course Jani Umar Ali Khan makes a comeback into the rematch for the Reds. Abdul Ghaffar, the left arm seamer, Aditya Singh Chauhan, Ali Asghar Shams, Faisal Patel, Hazrat Luqman will probably be starting off with the ball in hand. Muhammad Ahmed, Muhammad Shadad, the skipper, we just saw him a while ago. Navodya, Imesh Vijay Kumara, the Sri Lankan. Temur Ali, another all-rounder, and of course Usaid Amin as well. Can bat and bowl. Zawar Farid making up the 11 for the Emirates Reds. Well, the players have made their way into the centre. Abu Dhabi in the yellow, batting first, led by their skipper, Rohan Mustafa. He'll be wanting to get going. Couldn't really contribute much in the game they played earlier against the Blues. They'll want to now get those 2 points and get back to winning ways because they are a team that is expected to do well with all the names that they have. Ali Abid, another name that is so well known in the UAE domestic circuit. 99 runs in these 3 innings so far. Played a crucial knock of 60 in just a second game. And he will want to get going. It's not been the easiest of wickets to bat on, that's for sure. Bowlers have really exploited conditions to their advantage in this tournament. Hazrat Luqman, vastly experienced, has seen it all and done it all. Played at the highest level for UAE as well. Picked up just 1 wicket in this tournament so far. And he too would have seen some of the previous games today and realized that he'll have to curb his instincts of trying to bowl fast, but it's the off-cutters and variations that work for you. Umpires call play, and here we go. Starts off with one shot outside off. Rohan Mustafa gets bat onto ball. And a nice little time to welcome my co-commentator to join me for these first few overs. Shoaib Ahmed, good evening again.
Good evening, Samir. Yeah, last game of the day. energies are at all-time high. Abu Dhabi taking on the Emirates Red.
This one's in the gap. Once again, a bit of width offered. Rohan this time manages to get it to the left of that car fielder, beating mid-off as well, and opens the account with a boundary.
And doesn't come from the middle of the bat, but Rohan Mustafa, he's got the ability to place the ball in the gaps. Just getting it in front of that extra cover fielder, beats the mid-off as well. And the first boundary comes Abu Dhabi's way from the bat of Rohan Mustafa.
Shot again. He's pushed that towards mid-off and a simple catch to Taimur Ali. Hazrat Luqman stuck to his back of a length delivery. And this time Rohan Mustafa, looking to go aerial, can only find the mid-off fielder.
Similar dismissal to his previous one. Again, flat batted, hurried on to him. And a simple catch for Taimur. First wicket down for Abu Dhabi. It's the captain Rohan Mustafa walking back after scoring 4 of 3. It's 4 for 1.
Mohammad Nadeem out pretty early at number 3. Got out of the first ball in the previous game. Now he's going to have to face the experienced Hazrat Luqman. Not many runs in this tournament so far for him. He'll want to make good of his stats here. And what a way to start things off. Down the track, knew it was going to be the good length. He met the ball where it was pitching and dispatched for a maximum. That's one way to announce yourself.
What a shot that is from Nadeem. What a way to get off the mark. Dancing down the track and bang. It's gone sailing over towards the long on fence. What a good hit. Just wonderful to watch. And 6 runs added just like that.
And straight away, the pace has been taken off by Hazrat Luqman again. Vastly experienced. They'll manage to get the single. I remember it was last season or before that, Shoaib, I was just having a chat with Hazrat Luqman. He wasn't playing that year's edition of DC. And I asked him, I said, how come someone as experienced as you is not in the setup? He said, Samir, I've got no motivation anymore. I said, well, there's so much you can share with some of the youngsters coming through. And for once in the history of cricketers, he agreed with the commentator and he said, you do have a point.
Well, you've managed to convince him. That's a big thing, and as you rightly pointed out, you say whatever you like in this com box, but when you go out there, you don't have many people who would agree with you, which is the reality. End of the over, first over done, 12 for 1.
Yes.
12 for 1, Abu Dhabi. After having been put into bat first, Abdul Ghaffar now. The tall left-arm fast bowler for Emirates Reds. They do seem to have a quite balanced side, the Reds. Those with experience, some youngsters as well, some exciting prospects to look into. Ali Abid, well, he's due some runs because the last match he tried very hard. Unfortunately, couldn't get his team across the line. Oh, this has gone very, very high. Should be a catch. And it's been taken. Fielder at point, makes no mistake.
catch there. It was high and it stayed there for a long time. Important wicket as well. A lot at stake, and he's
Well, Ali Abid cannot contribute in this game as well. Looking to go big. First ball against Abdul Ghaffar. Has to walk back into the hut. It's 12 for 2. Two down very soon, Abu Dhabi. Just 12 runs in the board. So further trouble with their batting. It's Basil Hamid now. He too went runless in that previous game. He'll be determined to try and make some here because Abu Dhabi will want him to.
well. He's been wanting for runs. He's been out of form. He's been shuffling up the batting order. He's at number 3 now, and hopefully this can work for him. He's somebody who has a lot of experience, has got all the skills, just hasn't been able to click so far. Hopefully Basil can do that tonight for Abu Dhabi, because he's coming out to bat in a very important position. That's the wicket again, high and a lot of hang time to it. I really like the way this youngster took the catch, eyes on the ball, and completed the catch.
Yeah, not the best of options from Ali Abid. Could have easily driven that down the ground. It is still the power play, remember. Plenty of gaps once you pass the 30-yard circle, but he chose to try and really go hard at it. I've seen on this track, that's not really helpful sometimes. Oh, takes the leading edge. That got to him quicker than he thought. It's gone in the gap. Mohammad Nadeem will come back for the second. But yeah, it's been very jittery batting from Abu Dhabi throughout the day. Haven't really looked themselves. And just on Basil Hamid, yes, he will regret the shot he played in that previous game. That's why we saw him playing along the ground and getting off the mark. Much more sanity in the way he's gone about.
And that is how he builds his innings as well. He's not somebody who can come out and go all guns blazing right from ball number 1. Once he middles a few deliveries, that's when he'll gain confidence out of that. And that's when he gets a lot more fluent in his batting. Swing and a miss from Nadeem. That ball did keep low, and I think there was change of pace on offer from Abdul Ghaffar.
Yeah, I'll tell you, that wasn't too far from that off stump. Abdul Ghaffar letting out some steam after that past the stumps. Oh yeah, very, very close. Mohammad Nadeem trying to put the bowler off down the track. Just rolling his fingers over that one. Abdul Ghaffar, he knows how close that was. There's just seems to be that extra bit of urgency in Abu Dhabi's batting. They just feel like they want to score 150 in every game. But sometimes you've got to reassess the conditions and realize that maybe a 90 or 100 might just be enough. This has gone very, very high, and it might just go all the way. The fielder was interested for a second, Taimur Ali there. But Nadeem has hit this off the middle of his blade.
It sounded like a gunshot from Nadeem. As soon as it hit the bat, he knew, and everybody else in the ground knew that it's gone all the way. Abdul Ghaffar was walking back to his run-up, dejected, because that was a clean hit. And this is a sign that maybe Nadeem is getting back into form. Huge, humongous from Nadeem.
Yeah, length delivery. Loves it. It's in his slot. He loves to play that across the line shot on towards mid-wicket. And that's why you cannot become predictable as a bowler. Got to keep changing that length. Pace on, pace off. Blues, we saw, did that very, very well. This is full Yorker length. Nicely done by Abdul Ghaffar. And Nadeem has also done well to dig it out and get that single.
Yeah, good cricket overall. And that's the end of the over as well. 2 overs. It's 2-2 for 2.
Over number 3. It's going to be Ali Asgar. Bit of spin now. Very close to the off stump. Nadeem making room for himself. Looking to try and push that onto the offside. They haven't taken the floating power play. Your thoughts on that?
Well, it's a very difficult decision to take. Looking to go big. And teams do have their own plans. I think they've lost 2 wickets. Basil has just played 1 delivery. He's not in his best in terms of the form that you would want him to be. So I think it's okay if they can just maybe Basil play a few deliveries, get into the groove and then take the power play. That should be a much better, a much viable option for Abu Dhabi at the moment, because if they take a power play now and if they lose another wicket, it could backfire.
Yeah, I think you make a very good point. You need 2 set batters generally when you have that floating power play. And Basil is the kind of batter who likes to have a couple of sighters, pushes it around, gets his eye in. But once he's set, we've seen him play some delightful strokes. Many times he's put the ball outside the Sharjah Stadium. Bowled him. Nadeem looking to power it. A nothing shot really. Was in 2 minds whether to go front foot or back foot. Was caught in a very awkward position. And Ali Asgar strikes the timber.
Yeah, wanted to heave that again. Completely missing the line of the ball. Played all over it. Lost his shape. And Ali Asgar, he's got his first wicket. First taste of success. Mohammad Nadeem out for 17 of 10. He was looking dangerous, but not anymore. 24 for 3.
Kishan Thomas in at number 5. Quite early in the piece, just the 3rd over in progress, but it's the Reds who've bowled extremely well to force Abu Dhabi onto the back foot. Last ball of the left arm spinners over. Nicely done. Oh, is that a chance gone down? I'm thinking about a second, but that may have been back-to-back wickets there for Ali Asgar. But a good over nevertheless. Gets the wicket, just 3 runs off it. 25 for 3. Zawar Farid to bowl the 4th. So real mix-up here from the Reds. Couple of bowlers, couple of fast bowlers, and then the spinner. And once again, Ahmed Shahzad going with the faster bowler for the 4th over. So 2 relatively new batters on the crease. This is an ideal situation for Reds to continue applying the pressure. 4 wickets to Zawar in this tournament so far. He's bowled well. Starts off with a slow one again. Very close to the off stick. Kishan struggling to come to terms with what Zawar is offering to him.
Yeah, completely missed that ball and was outplayed, outfoxed by Zawar's slower delivery. Was the player of the match for Emirates Reds. With the ball, bat as well. He's an important player for Emirates Reds. That's a good shot. That's a very good shot. It had the distance, the elevation and some style, some Caribbean flavour from Kashian for a maximum.
Yeah, some serious muscle on that shot from Kishan Thomas. That was floated outside off, not much pace in it. But he got down on one knee and gave it everything. It's gone all the way for a maximum. Not many batters can clear the fence through the offside, but Kishan has that brute force. Goes the same way against Zawar, but a little too wide on that occasion. Kashif will deem that an extra. That hurried on to him. Zawar Farid is really mixing it up here. And Kishan Roberts, well, he's hit that 1-6, but other than that, hasn't really been able to make a connection.
Yeah, the change of pace has been troublesome of sorts for Thomas, but hopefully once he sets himself in, he'll be able to negotiate that much more. Oh, clean bowled. Roberts has been castled and Zawar strikes.
Well, that's revenge for that big 6 from Zawar Farid. Nice and straight. Taken pace off it. Roberts wanted to go big again. Saw the full delivery. Got excited but played a little too early there. And he's through between the bat and pad. And the timber has been rattled. It's going to be an early night for Mr. Roberts. 4 wickets down. Abu Dhabi in further trouble. 7 off 5 for Kishan. It's 32 for 4. Lots of trouble for Abu Dhabi. Their batters seem to have dug themselves a hole here. Haider Razak out quite early to bat for them. The all-rounder Zawar Farid continues the good work. Nothing good about that one though. Too wide outside off stump. You often find with the bowlers that with those variations, control becomes a little too difficult. But there was complete control on that one from the bowler, keeping it on that full length and completely taking pace off. He's offering nothing to the batter to work with. Another dot ball.
Yeah, just swing and a miss. And that's that has been playing on loop from everyone who's come out to bat. I just fail to comprehend how is it so difficult to just drive the ball. They've got long off and long on. If they can just rotate strike at least for an over or two, I think that'll do a world of good for Abu Dhabi. This time quicker from Zawar and is pushed away for a single. Finally, a run has come off the bat. End of the 4th over, 34 for 4.
Ali Asghar bowled a brilliant first over, the youngster. Picked up an important wicket, that of Nadeem. Haider Razak looks to heave him towards the leg side, can go as far as deep square leg. In fact, it'll only be a single. So Reds are right on top of this game. Abu Dhabi have a lot of work to do in these next few overs.
Basil Hamid has been standing on the other end, watching his partners come and go. He's come on strike after a long time. What can he do for his side now? Makes room for himself and smashes that towards the covers. Coming back for the second and will get them comfortably.
I think he'll look to do that for the next couple of overs at least, just to calm things down. Put the pressure back on the bowlers, keep rotating the strike, keep that scoreboard ticking. Maybe get to about 50, 60 until the 6th, 7th over and then reassess from there on. Down the track, wanted to go big but can only bat pad himself.
In no mood to hang around. Basil looking to attack Ali Asgar, who's got a wicket to his name. That too of Nadeem. Had to pull back from his run-up. Not ready, Basil, for that delivery. Not afraid to flight the ball, and that's a rare quality to have in modern day cricket, and especially in the shorter formats. We've seen spinners dart the ball in. That's become the norm, but not Ali Asgar.
Roles have reversed, haven't they? Faster bowlers are bowling off cutters, fast spinners are darting it in. Oh, looking to heave it again, Haider Razak. It's beaten him. The keeper's asked a polite question from the leg umpire. Maybe a stumping inquiry there, but seems like Haider never lifted his foot. He did, but he did get it back in time. But brilliant bowling this from the youngster. Just 4 runs off this over so far. Keeping a lid on the scoring, Ali Asgar and the Reds bowlers in general. Looking for that big slog again. This time he gets an inside edge. It's gone past the keeper. Abdul Ghaffar, tall man, takes a long time to get down. And in that time, Abu Dhabi will cross over for a couple of runs. Razak gets them. And that's another good over from the youngster. 5 overs done, and at the halfway stage, Abu Dhabi are 40 for 4.
Five overs, 40 for the loss of 4. Thank you, Shoaib and Samir. Winning the toss, and young Shadad inviting Abu Dhabi to post a total in a bit of bother. They have lost 4 wickets. Basil Hamid, alongside him is a hard hitter Haider, and alongside me is a well-known voice in UAE domestic circuit is Ahmed Khawaja. Welcome, Ahmed.
Wow, what a graceful welcome. Thank you so much, Mudassir Ali. Oh, this is high. There is a mid-wicket. Will it clear him? No, it will not. Disaster for Abu Dhabi. The key man, Basil Hamid, is out.
The pressure to get quick runs mounting on Basil Hamid. Using the feet, but not a proper connection. Got that elevation, but not the distance. Half of the side back in the hut for Abu Dhabi. Another poor outing for Basil Hamid. 40 for the loss of 5.
So it's going to be the wicket-keeper batter, Ehtishamul Haq, coming in at number 7. Technically sound. Remember, he made a swashbuckling 100 in the D50 a few months ago. But this is a very different kettle of fish altogether. Getting his first opportunity in the D10, and that too when his side is in utter disarray. Abdul Ghaffar has been outstanding right throughout the tournament. The regular wicket taker. He's right up there in top of the wicket takers charts in the D10. And looking good tonight as well. They desperately need a partnership. Oh, here we go. First ball, scooped for 4. That's how you do it.
Quite a bit of innovation from the batter as well as from the fielder. An awkward dive. Not able to stop that ball off the mark with that boundary at the Sham. You're making room and well managed at the end. What matters are the 4 runs for Ehtisam and more runs for Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, that was a very laboured effort put in by Hazrat Luqman at 45. He's very fine, but even then couldn't get there. Wouldn't be a bad idea to change that fielder, to be quite honest, because Ehtisam likes to play square on the onside. That's not on. Brilliant slow ball from Ghaffar.
They need to understand they have lost 5 wickets in the previous game. 72 was tough to get for Blues. So under the lights, anything around 80, 85, the competitive total. Not a good sign. Early days at the wicket for Ehtisham, but trying to go big.
Ghaffar is far too skilled and experienced for that. Abu Dhabi have not had a good day at D10 today. Oh, this is high. Mid-wicket is in the circle. This is a simple pop-up. Oh, what are you doing there, Nawodia? He took it too casually.
Oh, already he has taken a good catch, but now making a mess out of it. It was an easy chance, and there was a change in the field. They brought that deep mid-wicket inside the 30-yard circle, invited the batter to go big. The chance gone begging. Dejected is the fielder as well as the bowler Abdul Ghaffar. Ehtisham survives.
Yeah, he's a very soft-spoken person, Abdul Ghaffar, but even he got frustrated there. They've changed the fielder, but the damage has been done. This is another chance. Extra cover, Zawar. Oh, that's a good catch. That's a good catch. It was just dipping in front of him, and Ghaffar eventually gets his man.
The smile is back for Abdul Ghaffar. Change of pace, nicely done. So wickets are tumbling down here. Double strike in this over. Cutter. And that mid-off inside the 30-yard circle. Inviting the batter to go big. Not a proper connection, but excellent catch. Under the lights. No mistake by Zawar Farid. Haider Razak departs. 45 for the loss of 6.
Well, Ebrar Ahmed Shah coming in at number 8. I love the jewelry he's rocking there. Stylish guy, got pace, got swag. Has he got some runs in him? He made some useful runs in the previous match, but the game was done and dusted by then. Abdul Ghaffar, absolutely outstanding. 3 for 15 in a 10-over game. That is a match-winning spell. Can he get number 4? Oh, he almost did. Attempted Yorker. Well played by Ebrar. They're pushing for 2. Oh, direct hit maybe at the Sham. Could have been in trouble. 3 for 17 on the day. Outstanding bowling from Abdul Ghaffar. 47 for 6. Well, Nawodia, the best way to make amends for your dropped catch is to pick up wickets. And that is exactly the instruction coming in from Mohammad Shahzad. Will be operating from the Sharjah Cricket Academy end. 4 overs to go. Can Abu Dhabi get up to 85, 90 here, Mudassir Ali?
90. This looks like a tough task as of now. If they can somehow manage another 30, 33 runs, go near that 80 mark.
Oh, brilliant slower delivery at the Sham. Looking for that glide. They just look like the mind is scrambled at the moment for Abu Dhabi.
And good to see every fast bowler. They executed their plans quite well, especially those cutters, back of hand deliveries. It has been lethal delivery for the fast bowlers in this tournament.
I think every single team's fast bowling unit has done a very good job. The difference has been who has batted well. They've all used those pace-off deliveries, back of length. They've adjusted to the conditions here in Sharjah very quickly.
I really don't understand if you want to bowl at that pace, why you want to come from 30-yard circle, just jog in with 3-4 steps and deliver the ball.
Yeah, even Nabil Aziz, the spinner for Fujairah, when he darts the ball in, he gets up to 110, 115 clicks. That's pretty much the same pace. Let's see if he goes pace on this one. 2 slower balls to start. Another cutter. And Ehtisham, he's struggling here.
3 dot deliveries, that too, the 7th over in progress. What a change by captain. The right time, bringing the youngster. He's already under pressure. He dropped Ehtisham in the previous over. Now he started off really well. Can he get better of Ehtisham?
Yeah, it does feel like run scoring has been difficult during the D10 in this summer edition. Bottom edge on that one. Well, if it's working for you, why change? That is exactly what Navodia is thinking.
A gentle medium pace using those cutters. Cunning slower deliveries, well disguised. So 4 dot deliveries. We have already seen the likes of Ajay Kumar bowled a brilliant over, going for just 5 runs, but in the process he bowled 4 dot deliveries to Rohan Mustafa. So learning from the other team players, other bowlers.
Are we going to see the first maiden of the D10 here? Oh no. Well, the commentator's curse. Even then it was a very difficult single for Abu Dhabi.
Somehow they're able to change the strike here. But going has been tough in this game for Abu Dhabi.
Well, I dare say we can perhaps call it a day of upsets. Once again, it's a slower delivery. Great fielding effort. We saw Emirates Blues knock over Fujairah in the first game. Then, of course, we saw Dubai win as well against Sharjah. So maybe this could be another interesting result. Excellent bowling and couldn't quite execute the run out. Only 2 runs off the over. 49 for 6. Zawar Farid will continue. Emirates Reds have been very solid as a bowling unit. Oh, cotton bowl, but a difficult one. Just an instinct, a reflex to stick his hand out for that one. 50 has come up in 7.1 overs, Mudassir Ali.
The scoring has been tough. As a batter, you need to adapt yourself to the conditions. I think the best way is just to wait for the ball to come on the blade. Then you can play those big shots. Without any feet movement, you just cannot get those big runs. Lucky escape. There was a half chance. It's not easy on your follow through.
Another attempted leg cutter, too wide. And on a day where run scoring has been difficult for all of the 6 teams or 8 teams that have played, the best batters were 20-year-old Ahmed Tariq and 17-year-old Zainullah Rahmani.
Let me correct you. I just met Ahmed Tariq, and yesterday he heard our commentary and he said, I'm just 18 years old.
Oh, pardon me, Mr. 80. So 2 teenagers. Bowled him. That was always on the cards with Ehtisham. You miss, I hit, and the Reds are celebrating.
They're just not able to take on the bowlers of Emirates Reds. Yet again, change of pace delivery, nowhere near the ball, trying to go big and hitting the top stick of Ehtisham. The struggle of Ehtisham ul Haq comes to an end, 51 for the loss of 7.
Umair Ali Khan, where have they been hiding him? Why is he coming in at number 9? Well, he is the kind of player who can change the game, but only got about 14 deliveries to do so. Or is it 16? Wait, my maths is letting me down. Yeah, 16 deliveries. There you can see how good I was in school. Not very good. So Zawar, 2 wickets to his name. Pushed towards square leg to get off the mark. Well, even that 80 is looking unlikely here, Mudassir Ali.
When you're a commentator, it's not important that you need to be good at numbers. But I,
Just be able to read.
but I must admit, Ahmed, that you are good at your vocabulary.
Just be able to read the numbers. Don't need to learn how to calculate them. We have a lot of backroom staff. Our production team are truly world class in supporting us in that. Oh, big heave ho. Well, he's a tail ender, and that's what you expect.
I think throughout the day, the batters were just waiting for the Mercedes, and in comes the bicycles. Trying too hard. Another brilliant, cunning, slower delivery.
Very good toss to win, you have to say, for Shahdad. He was facing a bit of pressure with some defeats. Long on. Are you going to hold on? Yes, he is. 3rd wicket for Zawar Farid.
It became a habit for Zawar Farid. Whenever he comes with the ball, he gets a couple of wickets in the same over yet again, trying to go big. No proper connection, no pace offered by Zawar Farid. And Usaid make no mistake. Wicket number 8 goes down. Ibrahim Ahmed Dawar managing just for Abu Dhabi in deep, deep trouble. 52 on board.
Siam Khan, number 99, coming in at 10. It's been a shocking batting effort from Abu Dhabi. It just feels like if Rohan Mustafa doesn't score, then nobody else is standing up to be counted. Superb spell from Zawar Farid. 3 wickets to his name as well. 52 for 8. So Nawodia to bowl the penultimate over. Umair Ali Khan. Can he latch on to a few just to give them some semblance of hope in terms of a defendable score? Bowled him. Well, that was the final hope for Abu Dhabi.
Just not happening for Abu Dhabi. A big swing. The ball came the next day. An inside edge onto the pads, then onto the stumps. Delighted is Nawadia. So Jani departs Umar Ali Khan. Just 1 run to his name. 9th man down for Abu Dhabi. 52 on board.
Well, who would have thought we would see number 11 coming in after 8.1 overs? Completely gone wrong for the side from the capital.
So now it's up to Jack and number 11 of Abu Dhabi. Can they add at least few runs from here onwards.
Jack and Jill. Well, Navodia, everything has been off pace. They know it's going to be off pace, and they still cannot get him away. Haider Ali, you have to apply yourself for the next 11 deliveries. Big gap towards square leg. They will just settle for one. So Siam Khan, what is going through his mind, Mudassir Ali?
I think he'll charge against Navodaya as his partner did, but he's back in the hut. Instead of going towards that leg side, he could have easily gone towards that offside and get few runs. But lack of pace from the bowlers is creating a problem for the batters of Abu Dhabi. Has been a brilliant and exceptional bowling performance by the bowlers of Emirates Reds.
All of them have made an impact. Oh, this is a clean connection, or is it? Oh, he's fallen over, Ali Asgar. And I think we'll need a boundary check because he might have had the ball in his possession when he tumbled over.
Good effort coming in from Ali Asgar, but we need to wait for the confirmation here. Good use of the feet. And look at that, good presence of mind. He was in control while he took the catch, then just off balance, knowing that he is going over the rope. Now, I think he's safe. He's saved some run, but we need to wait for the confirmation. A close call, I believe, Ahmed.
Very, very close call. This is the point where he realized, hang on, I'm not going to be able to settle myself. Is the ball released when his hand touches? Next frame. Oh, yes, there it is. I think he's done well enough here, Mudassir Ali.
But what matters is that TV umpire, he needs to be convinced before he comes out with a decision. But a wonderful job has been done. As of now, we can say he saved few runs for his team.
Yeah, he's a good fielder. UAE under 19 lad. Was part of that Asia Cup squad that did so well. And yeah, he saved 5 runs for the side. Well done, Ali Asghar Shams.
What a save. A brilliant effort put in by Ali Asghar. Good presence of mind.
There's no single there. Watch out. Usually with the tail-enders, the calling is always a bit of an issue. Navodia, he's enjoying himself today. And rightly so.
Clearly, it's not their day. They lost to Dubai, who was struggling there at the bottom of the table, but they came out all guns blazing against Abu Dhabi early in the day. Now, Emirates Reds, they have that momentum after winning their previous game, executing their plans quite well.
Chipped in the air. And that is the story concluding for Abu Dhabi. All out for 54. The lowest score in 2025 Emirates D10.
What a night they are having. The men in red, they did a pretty good job. Abu Dhabi were bundled out in 8.4 overs, managing just 54. The change of pace and an excellent captaincy, marshalling his troops well was Mohammad Shadad, the young boy leading the side of Emirates Reds. And full marks should be given to the unit of Reds. A complete team performance.
Truly outstanding were the Reds. And that batting scorecard, well, only one player getting in double digits, pardon me, for Abu Dhabi. And that was Mohammad Nadeem. Everybody else, well, it looks like a PO box number. Very, very poor. Very disappointing.
And a top class performance from the bowlers of Reds. Just 5 bowlers used. Everyone bowled quite well except Hazrat Luqman. But he bowled in the power play, going for 12 runs. 3 wickets for Abdul Ghaffar. He continues to excel with the ball, going for just 17 runs. Then young Ali Asghar Shams, 2 overs, 19, in fact 9 runs and a wicket to his name. 3 wickets for Zawar Fareed, and Navodaya was excellent with the ball. And just 3 extras, and Abu Dhabi were bundled out in 8.5 overs.
Well, usually our D10 highlights have a lot of 4s and 6s. This one will have 10 wickets. Shocking show. Rohan Mustafa once again caught at mid-off. Ali Abid and Mohammad Nadeem were looking dangerous for a while, but then a loose shot coming in from the senior player. Good catch taken. Mohammad Nadeem trying to go big, connected a few times, but a very poor shot. Kishain also looked good for a while, then got cleaned up with a brilliant slower delivery. And Basil Hamid just looks completely out of sorts in the D10. Good catch taken on the fence. Abdul Ghaffar with an outstanding spell. Ehtisham started well, but lost his rhythm. Haider Razak caught at extra cover. They just kept skying the ball in the air. Multiple power failures, so to speak. And the experience of Zawar Farid and Abdul Ghaffar taking 3 wickets apiece. Navodya, Vijaya Kumara also learned from their lessons of taking pace off. And in the end, 54 all out are Abu Dhabi. So 55 to win for Emirates Reds. A very straightforward equation. Will they get across the line? We'll find out after the break.
Welcome back to the Sharjah Stadium for one last time this evening. It's the chase in the game that is Abu Dhabi versus Emirates Red. Abu Dhabi once again struggling with the bat, only made 54 runs and got bowled out in their allotted 10 overs. And now the Emirates Reds have just to face just 55 runs in order to win this game against the mighty and the power-packed Abu Dhabi side. Full of good names, but unfortunately none of those names came good as far as their batting was concerned. Now it's a matter of time before Reds can get on to a famous victory, but they still have a job to do. They still need to get those 55 runs. Zawar will open the batting alongside Aditya. And interestingly, Abu Dhabi have opted to start with a bit of spin. The experienced Haider Ali, the left arm spin of Haider Ali is what we'll see with the new ball. And we're all in readiness for the chase, and it's going to be one last go this evening at the Sharjah Stadium. It's been a long day, 4 matches, and this is the conclusion of the last one. The second innings about to get underway. Shoaib Ahmed alongside me. 55 runs, underwhelming from Abu Dhabi.
Well below par, well below expectations. For Abu Dhabi themselves, they'll be dejected and disappointed with that effort. It's not something that you expect to see from a side like that with players like that. But this is cricket. This is what is so unique about this sport. You can't take anything lightly. Now it's going to be Haider who will be bowling under pressure because they don't have enough runs on the board. The only way they can win this game is by getting early wickets.
And that's why they've gone to Haider Ali, who's done this many times with the new ball in hand, has immaculate control, lands it in the right areas, doesn't turn the ball much. He relies on his guile and speed most times. Nice and straight again. Well defended by Zawar. He knows he's in no hurry whatsoever. Plenty of time to chase this down. Yeah, he'll defend all day if he has to. Deep mid-wicket and long off outside the 30-yard circle. Yet to get off the mark. Reds. 3 good deliveries from Haider Ali so far.
Fourth consecutive dot ball. This is good bowling. Trying to apply some pressure here on Zawar, who knows that he's got time on his hands. But this one was just quick and some extra bounce as well.
Yeah, one thing Haider Ali always does well, he keeps it in line with the stumps. Maybe he's not turning much, but as long as it's nice and straight, it's very hard for the batter to maneuver and manufacture runs against him. So you really have to be smart and proactive against someone like Haider Ali. That's the big shot, but he's managed to beat mid-on. Rohan Mustafa will give it a chase, but the ball will win the race.
Nicely done by Zawar. Just a bit too full from Haider, and that was enough for Zawar to beat the fielder at mid-on, playing it uppish and clearing it by a big margin. And Rohan Mustafa running all the way. And then
It doesn't take much to anger that man. That much I'll tell you. Oh, looking to heave this over towards the leg side. Misses it completely. Rather quiet over. Just 4 runs off it. 4 for none after 1. Young Aditya Singh Chauhan on strike now. Will be facing Umair Ali, fondly known as Johnny. So, nice little mix-up here, starting off with spin and now back to the traditional pace.
Aditya Singh Chauhan was the fielder who took that catch. That was a high catch. He got underneath that and took it comfortably in the end. Now it's his responsibility to score some runs for his side as well. Opening the innings with Zawar. Starts with a slower delivery. Umar sliced and Kishen Roberts, well, he misses, puts in the dive, but the ball reaches the boundary ropes.
That entire delivery, entire sequence of action felt like slow motion there. Slow delivery from Umair Ali. Aditya was late to play the shot. Kishen jumping over it in slow motion, and eventually it got to the boundary. So 2 fours in the innings so far. That's how the runs have come. 8 for no loss. Reds won't be complaining. Bowled him. Looking to make some room. Umair Ali hitting that good length. Nice and straight. You miss, I hit. And Johnny is in on the action very early on. 1 down.
They needed early wickets. They've brought their premier bowlers into the attack, and Umair has delivered for his side. Straight and just a nothing shot from Aditya Singh Chauhan. Wanted to make room and play that over extra cover for some reason, which is a mystery. But what's not a mystery is that it's the first wicket that's gone down for Emirates Reds. Aditya Singh Chauhan out for 4 of 2. It's 8 for 1.
In at number 3, Taimur Ali, another very fine all-rounder, playing for the Emirates Reds this time. It's a good opportunity for him to buy some time and get his eye in. He's been struggling for runs. This is a perfect platform for him to buy some time, get his eye in, and slowly get into a groove here. Umair Ali, though, will have his tail up. He's got the first breakthrough, provided that opening for Abu Dhabi. It's the kind of bowler that will thrive on conditions like this. Again, very disciplined, nice and straight. Taimur will get off the mark with that push towards mid-off. Well, that 55 does seem easy when you look at it, but we've seen better struggle. Aditya with a nothing shot really. Not really sure why he wanted to go through the offside. It's just a second ball he's faced. So a bit of a brain fade from the youngster. Bit of pace on that occasion. They've gone for the quick single. Misfield makes it all the more easier.
Yeah, played with soft hands and just took off. Singles will be okay for them right now. They don't want to lose any more wickets. Emirates Reds, this is a golden opportunity. In fact, a reddish golden opportunity for them to beat a strong side like Abu Dhabi.
Somewhere between that yellow and red is that goal that what you're talking about, isn't it? No, but I think there's going to be some serious questions, Shoaib, on that Abu Dhabi dugout about their batting approach. 2 games in 2 now that they've fallen apart. And they need to reassess and maybe shake up a few things in the way they go about their batting.
Yeah, with the kind of lineup that they have, it's really baffling to see the way they've performed in 2 consecutive games. But you know what, it also sometimes is the case when there's a misfield from Roberts and they take a single. Sometimes when you've got too many match winners, that too also can create a sense of complacency that you feel that if I've not scored, the other one will, and then the other one thinks in the same manner, and when that happens, you struggle. 2 overs, 12 for 1.
Robert, go back. Nadim, idhar aana.
Twelve for 1 after 2, going at runner ball. Reds, they've lost 1 wicket so far. It's going to be Haider Ali to continue, so he's going to bowl out. Rohan Mustafa has decided that he needs wickets up front, so he's finishing off his premier bowler here. Again, very, very tight. He doesn't give you anything, Haider Ali. You are the one that has to manufacture runs. Now, if Reds are smart enough, they'll watch his over out. There's plenty of overs left and not many runs to get.
Big shot coming, boys.
Yeah, you're right. A wicket here is victory for Heather. Oh, just kept low. And luckily Zavar gets his bat down in time, inside edge of the pads. And the ball reaches the bowler. 2 dot balls, but that doesn't matter.
Yeah, Zawar will draw into his experience and make a conscious decision here to not go after Haider Ali. Again, rushing on to him. Nice and straight. You've got to have your defense intact against someone like Haider Ali. He will question your technique. He will put you to the test. And any lapse in concentration, you're doomed against someone like him. Again, 3 dot balls. Similar start to this over, just like the first one. This time he pushes it away towards the leg side, slightly too straight from Haider Ali there. They are contemplating a second, but Basil Hamid his arm is not to be challenged, that's for sure.
Just 1 run so far in the over.
तो 3 ओवर ऐसे
Taimur on
चाहिए, 2
strike
2
now.
3 के
Haider looking for wickets. Big swing of the bat from Taimur. Throw at the non-striking end. Oh, a direct hit would have meant that Taimur would have to go back to the dugout. That could have been wicket number 2.
Well, he had no idea where he was going. First, he had no idea where the ball went after he played that shot. Zawar called for the single. He obliged, but he had no clue that a direct hit would have been curtains for him. Nevertheless, all's good in the Reds camp. Last ball of Haider Ali's spell. They'll be desperate. Try and pick up a wicket here. Zawar will look to just block it out. Yes, nicely done. Very smart batting this. And a superb spell from Haider Ali. Even though he won't get a wicket, he's given away just 6 runs in his 2 overs. It's a cat and mouse game. Bit of push and pull. Could go all the way as well. 3 overs, 14 for 1. Sticking to traditional 2 over spells, Umair Ali, who picked up that first wicket, will bowl his second as well. So Rohan is on all-out attack mode here. Taimur Ali will take strike. Oh, heaved very nicely over the fielder. He was a few steps inside the boundary line. And Umair Ali is asking him, why would you do that? That was a catch directed towards the fielder. But unfortunately, it's gone for a boundary.
A bit too short from Umair. And a good swing of the bat. And this was just very unusual. Why was the fielder not on the boundary ropes is a mystery.
Nadeem, the culprit there. Johnny is not pleased. Straight away asked him that question, why are you so much inside? Taimur this time looking to go through the offside. Gets the bottom part of the bat. It'll go behind the bowler. They'll get 1 more run. So a bit of release of pressure here for the Reds. Early boundary in the over. Push towards off. Another quick single direct hit. It won't really matter because Zawar was quick to get across to the non-striker's end. I think he's playing a good role here as a senior man. He knows that if he bats the 10 overs, then he can see the Reds through. There's no need to take any undue risks here.
Oh, nice. But straight to the fielder at long off. Good fielding, good field placement as well from Umair Ali Khan. And he strikes twice in his 2 overs.
I'll tell you what, that was $1 million shot in the way he executed it, but unfortunately it didn't have enough power and the direction wasn't so great. Could have been straighter, but a brilliant catch under pressure. And Jani strikes again. Taimur Ali has to depart. Well, it keeps swinging like a pendulum this game. Advantage back to Abu Dhabi. 12 off 7 for Taimur Ali. 24 for 2 now. Well, Umair Ali has been the wicket taker for Abu Dhabi. You can see the look of determination on his face. He wants to contribute, make a game out of this. This one's pushed down towards deep extra cover. Again contemplating a second, but Zawar says no thank you. We are happy with ones here. Again, not chasing a big total. 55 is the target, so they have enough time to control this game without losing further wickets. Risk-free cricket is what's required here from the Reds. Well, there seems to be some confusion with regards to whether the over is done or not. The umpires just double confirming the scorers. Usaid Amin is the new man in. Did bat much lower in the order in previous games, but he's been asked to come up at number 4. Fine all-rounder. Bowls as well. Didn't see him bowling today, but does go quite well. It's 25 for 2 after 4. Nadeem has the ball in his hand. Umpire Kashif Billah just asking him to hold on until they get confirmation of where this game stands. There seems to be some confusion with the score here. Yeah, it's going to be a further hold up here. Well, it seems like there was one more delivery left in that Umar Ali over. And we finally figured out where the game stands in terms of the score. Now we know for sure. The last ball fetching a couple of runs with that ramp shot. 4 overs done. It's 25 for 2. Sedameen against Mohammad Nadeem now. Really mixing it up here in terms of fast bowling and spin is Rohan Mustafa. Nadeem, well, he couldn't contribute much with the bat, but he'll be looking to try and pick up a couple of wickets here. And that's what they need, Abu Dhabi, if they are to drag this game till the end, Shoaib.
Yes, you're right. They need wickets. And they need wickets yesterday. That's how urgent the matter is. They've got 2, but they'll have to keep chipping. And that will put some pressure. Right now, the equation is pretty simple. 29 of 35 balls.
Yeah, nothing crazy from the Reds. They just need to keep chipping away, get those ones, and the loose ball comes. Just make sure you find a boundary off it. But otherwise, risk-free cricket, calculated approach is what's required. Zawar, well, he'll look to bat the 10 overs and get his team across the line. Nadeem around the wicket. Oh, looking to be a little cheeky there. Too close to play that late cut. And managed to get a single.
A single should be okay as of now for Emirates Reds. They don't have to do anything out of the box. Just follow basics. Catch is the call, but it's in the gap. Are they looking for the second? Yes, they have taken the second run. So that's good running. They're challenging the arm of Roberts. And they've been successful in doing that.
Yeah, the moment that went in the gap, Sedameen knew straight away there was a couple of runs there. Ran the first one hard. Had a loud call for Zawar to come back. And this time he pushes it down towards long on. So good cricket this from Reds. They're not being carried away with the format or the need to score runs quickly. End of over number 5. It's 32 for 2.
Captain Mustafa with the ball and nicely managed, but straight towards the fielder. The things are getting a bit tricky here under the lights. Joining me, Ahmed Khwaja, 32 for the loss of 2. Boundaries are hard to come.
They certainly are. Trying to step down the wicket here, but not being able to latch onto the ball. It's been a laboured effort coming in from Emirates Reds for sure, but as long as they achieve it within 9.5 overs, nobody would care less. Zawar Farid has been very patient.
Just a matter of time when he'll play that release shot, but he need to wait for the loosener.
Really is playing quite unlike him as Zawar Farid. Been very conservative at the crease. Just 12 to his name. Hard pull through cow corner, but once again, there is a fielder in the deep.
Looking at the short mid wicket, I thought there was no protection at the deep, but good field placement by Captain Rohan Mustafa. Attacking, stopping those singles. A quick single. Where is the fielder at point? You need to stop those singles. So a tight over, but a wicketless over from Rohan Mustafa. 6 overs gone, 35 for the loss of 2.
So another 20 runs needed in 24 balls. Siam Khan, right arm quick, slingy action, coming into the attack. Maybe this could be an opportunity for Emirates Reds to use his space against him, pick up a few boundaries. Oh, that's a good shot, but Umair Ali Khan at that short backward point position, he was quite close in, got a hand on it. If it had gone past him, it would have certainly been 4.
Still in control, the required run rate. And nicely done. That too, he was standing very close to the batter. Good reflexes shown by Umair Ali Khan.
Yeah, he was almost like a gully position, really. So they're keeping an in and out sort of field. There is that short backward point, the sweeper cover. Third is in the deep as well for Siam. Mid-off is up, as well as the cushion on the onside. So if he wants to look for a boundary, punch it over Ali Abid at mid-off or extra cover.
He did a pretty good job, but he's in pain. That is the reason he's been moved from point position. I think he's going out. Umair Ali Khan, Siam, can he bowl a lethal Yorker? Can he shatter the stumps here?
Well, that's a very awkward shot tried by Zawar Farid. The ball was outside off and full, and you're trying to ramp it towards fine leg. He's lucky he didn't take a top edge and hit him on the grill.
Not a good idea. When there is a mid-off inside the 30-yard circle, no protection towards that cover region as well as towards that long off, you could have easily gone over mid-off and get few runs.
19 needed of 22. It's getting tight. There it is. That is the boundary they needed. And that is exactly what you were suggesting, Mudassir Ali.
Good pickup shot. And having a word with the Zawar is who said, patient knock we are witnessing. Change of pace. But the length has been a problem. Well managed, wait and dispatch over that extra cover field. A much needed boundary.
Yeah, it was a floaty half volley in the end, wasn't it? Right in the slot. And Zawar was always going to cash in. Pressure release. And will be a wide. It was right on the tram line, but that line belongs to the umpire.
A tall Kashif opening up his arms, and an extra has been added to the total. This is what happens when you defend a modest total. As a bowler, you try out too many new things. Bowl those Yorkers for which you are known for.
Yeah, trying to create something. Punchy drive, it's in the gap. Save your legs, Ali Abid.
Throughout the day, he has been expensive. Siam. A timely boundary. The boundary number 2 in this over. The senior statesman Zawar Farid getting runs for his team, making a room and well managed between 2 fielders, and 4 runs for Zawar and more runs for Reds. Now just 10 needed in 20 balls.
Well, he was player of the match in the previous game as well, as you remember. Could be back to back here. Outside edge is flashed. Oh, good fielding at third. I thought he was in the circle, but now it's down to single digits.
This is how you step up when the team is in need. As an experienced player, he bowled quite well in the first inning, got few wickets in his kitty. Now, in a tricky conditions, getting those valuable 22 runs, showing his class, Zawar Farid.
And we're going to play on the same pitch tomorrow as well, so it'll be interesting to see what happens. Because run scoring has not been easy at all. All the giants have fallen today. So, going to be an intriguing day 4. 47 for 2. Ibrar Ahmed coming into the attack rather. His extra pace could backfire on him, but that extra pace can get you wickets as well. So Rohan Mustafa having to roll the dice here. Really not much the Abu Dhabi bowlers can do, to be quite frank. Just 54 runs they were defending. Even though Zawar got off to a slow start, now he's found his rhythm. Usaid Amin has looked good, 10 of 9. Oh, that's a beautiful shot. Look how he crafted the ball behind point for 4.
From its shot of the day. Using the pace and waited for the ball to come on to him. Look at that. Not trying to hit it hard. An old-fashioned back cut by the batter who said, now just 4 runs needed. It has been a day where we have seen the comebacks from the teams which are lying at the bottom.
Old is gold for sure. And he's hit it to the right of that point fielder now. Oh, Haider Ali gets her across to it. But this partnership has settled any nerves in the dugout.
Morale boost win. It would be for Reds. Now just 3 runs needed. Zawar on strike. And Zawar goes through the offside. Driving like a pro and winning this game like a champion. Zawar Farid, the match winner, the rescue ranger, the star, yet again for Emirates Reds. The back-to-back wins. They were struggling in this tournament, but now finding that momentum at the right time. So back-to-back defeats on day 3 for Abu Dhabi. Not a good outing. Not a day to remember for men in yellow, but day to remember for men in red. They came out with a plan. They executed their plans quite well in the bowling as well as in the batting. It was Zawar Farid, brilliance with the bat, which took Emirates Reds beyond 53 runs here. A night to remember, a game to remember for Emirates Reds. And it has been a day where we have seen teams who were struggling in this tournament. They came out, they executed their plans quite well, and they got those points in their kitty. It all started with Fujairah losing their first games to Blues, but the final game goes to Emirates Reds. They chased down the target of 55 in style. Zawar Farid, the man of crisis for Emirates Reds in this tournament. 26 of 26 balls, unbeaten. So a couple of wickets for Umair Ali Khan. That is the only positive note in this game. If you talk about the bowling lineup, Haider bowled quite well, but went wicketless. So was Nadeem, Rohan and Siam. And it took just 7.3 overs for Emirates Reds to go past 55. Now let's see the highlights. The run chase of Emirates Reds. Started off really well, especially this man. A controlled aggression, sensible piece of batting for the first wicket. The young Chauhan went back in the hut, so was Taimur. Then a flurry of boundaries. And then an excellent catch taken by Razak. But they had the services of Zawar Farid, who looks in control, in command, playing his trademark drives, lofted shots, and he got that support from Usaid. And this was the winning stroke from the blade of Zawar Farid. An incredible day we have witnessed here in 7 districts, Emirates D10 powered by Fancode. And let's see how this match transpired. The final game of day 3 in 8.5 overs. Abu Dhabi were bundled out for 54. Nadeem managing just 17. No other batters managed to go into the double digits. Zawar Farid, the hero from this game. 3 wickets, going for 12 runs. 3 wickets for Abdul Ghaffar as well. So 2 experienced players contributing with the ball in the first innings. Then it was Zawar Farid's brilliance and got that much needed support from Usaid Amin and Umair Ali Khan getting a couple of wickets. But clearly the day belongs to Emirates Reds. They win this game by 8 wickets in hand. So, and let's have a look at the today's matches results. It all started with Emirates Blues coming better against the Fujairah. They were unbeaten in this tournament, but they tasted their first loss. Blues winning this game by 11 runs, and good to see Abu Dhabi versus Dubai game where the young boys Dubai, they came out with a plan. It was Zainullah's brilliance with the bat which helped them to post a good total, and Dubai won that game by 18 runs. Sharjah, their unbeaten run, were also stopped by the same team, Emirates Blues, who won that game by 3 wickets. And the final game belongs to Reds. Abu Dhabi back-to-back loss today, Reds winning that game by 8 wickets. And the action will continue tomorrow as well. We have 4 games, and to start the proceedings on day 4, it will be Sharjah will be taking on Abu Dhabi, and followed by Emirates Blues against Dubai. And Abu Dhabi have 2 games tomorrow as well, as they'll be up against Fujairah. That will be third match on day 4, and the final game on day 4 will be Dubai taking on Ajman. So it will be double header for Dubai as well as for Abu Dhabi. So day 3, plenty of actions, and it's always important to have a look at the points table, because I think the contest of this points table have changed after win for Dubai as well as for Reds and Blues. The Blues are climbing up the ladder with 2 wins. They move to second position. Fujairah just coming down to third position. Sharjah still strong at the top, 6 points, and Reds climbing up that ladder at the 4th position. Abu Dhabi at 5th. Dubai just manages to come above Ajman. Ajman yet to open their account. So still plenty of action tomorrow and plenty of things for to be done to these teams, and just the right time to head to the sidelines for the post-match presentation of this game.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the post-match presentation for match number 12 of the 7 Districts presents Emirates D10 2025, powered by Fancode. It was the encounter between Abu Dhabi and Emirates Reds. Emirates Reds bowling first did an outstanding job as they bowled out Abu Dhabi for just 54 runs, and in the end they chased down the target with 2.5 overs to spare. It's time to give the player of the match memento that will be presented by our match referee, Mr. Iftikhar Ali, and it goes to the star all-rounder of Emirates Reds, Zawar Farid, yet again player of the match. 26 runs with the bat and 3 crucial wickets with the ball. ज़ावर भाई, बहुत बहुत आपको मुबारक हो. जैसे आपने अपनी फॉर्म पकड़ी है, उसके साथ साथ ही एमिरेट्स रेड्स भी जीतने शुरू हो गई है.
जी बिल्कुल ऐसे ही है. थोड़ी ही एफर्ट करते हैं, दिमाग से बॉलिंग करते हैं विकेट के हिसाब से, तो रिजल्ट आपके सामने अच्छे मिलता है रिजल्ट.
आपने दिमाग से बॉलिंग की बात की, तो इस पिच पे क्या तरीका है विकेटें लेने का और रन रोकने का?
सिर्फ स्लो वन आता है, अच्छा लेग कटर आता है बॉलर को, मीडियम फास्ट या फास्ट बॉलर को. ज़्यादा स्लो वन करेंगे तो उसमें मिलेंगी विकेटें और रन भी कम लगेगा.
और वैसे तो आप बड़े ही ताबड़तोड़ बल्लेबाज है, लेकिन थोड़ा सा टाइम लगाया है, थोड़ा सा सेटल होने का. ये विकेट की वजह से या क्योंकि टारगेट कम था?
टारगेट भी कम था, विकेट भी लो रहा था बॉल, इसलिए ट्राई करते मारने के लिए, तो आउट होने के ज़्यादा चांस थे. तो इतना रन था नहीं, तो आराम से खेले इसलिए.
चल ऐसे ही लगे रहे और ऐसे ही एमिरेट्स रेड्स को जिताते रहे. आउटस्टैंडिंग ज़ावर फरीद.
जी थैंक यू सो मच.
Well, that's all from the post-match presentation, and that's all from the Emirates D10 for tonight. Tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. local time, we do it all over again. Till then, take care, God bless, and good night.